Vikas Pershad is back with us, M&G Investments. Vikas, can we look at China? And there's a vast range of opinion, isn't there, between uninvestable on one side of the ledger and screaming valuation opportunity. How selective should we be?
As selective as we always are. China is investable. It was investable 3 years ago. It is today. We presume it will be for the next few years at least, most likely beyond. We have increased our allocation to 3 large markets in Asia over the past 24 months. China is one of them. Japan and India are the others. There's always a question of, are you catching a falling knife? Is this too early? But markets follow earnings over time. And what we find is that China is not just a relative outperformance market. There's absolute performance to be found in various sectors. And we have had some luck in finding that. We continue to find that, we think. And so we have allocated more capital to China. It is very much investable across sectors. It is second largest economy in the world, thousands of listed companies, and markets follow earnings. And we think we are in the right names where earnings will be higher in 2, 3, 4 years. We presume equity valuations will be as well.
How critical is the policy response? Because the sense that we are getting at this juncture is that there is a crisis in consumer confidence. A bold fiscal response is needed. We may or may not get it at the MPC in March. To what degree is that going to make or break conviction levels towards China?
So there's 2 parts of that question. One is, I think, the policy response is very important. Will we get it all at the same time? Probably not. That's what investors want, but it's not. China will do things the China way, right? And they will do things as appropriate for the government, as appropriate for the people. The policy will come through over time. Now, on sentiment, I think it's pretty low. It's about as low as I've seen in the last 20 years for any market in Asia. It is pretty low, but that represents an opportunity. Also, if you look at what companies are doing, how the consumers are responding, they are innovating. Last time I was here, we talked very briefly. It was the same day that Starbucks had reported. And if you look at their transcript, about 10 minutes in, they talk about the transformation underway in the local market because the local companies are taking share. They're using technology, they know their consumers, and we're seeing this in sector after sector, the rise of domestic consumer brands. So that's one area where we're spending time. EV supply chain, OEMs are well picked over. The battery supply chain is well picked over. But if you look at the semiconductors that are going in there, the cable and wiring that is going into these cars, there's opportunities there as well.